Assalamu alaikum. Chapter Direct and Inverse Proportions. Topics to be discussed are Exercise 1D question number 7 and 8. For reference, we are using Exercise 1D of this book, so stay tuned.
Practice now. Question number 14. The force between two particles is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. When the particles are 2 meters apart, the force between them is 10 Newton. So first of all, I have written the relationship here that was already given, that force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. I have written F is inversely proportional to 1 upon d square, and after putting the constant of variation, our formula will become F is equals to K upon d square, and we have named it as number 1. Now, when the particles are 2 meters apart, that means the distance between the particle d is 2 meters and the force between them is 10 Newton. So, I am going to use these two values to find out the value of K. Because if we don't know the value of the K, we cannot use or we cannot proceed further. So, after putting the value of K in our equation 1, we will get 10 is equals to K upon 2 whole square. Now, I have the value of, I have D is equals to 2 meter. I do not know the value of d square, so I have just put the value of d and then whole squared it. So K is equals to 10 multiplied by 4 will be 40. Now let's get to our first part. It says that find out the force when the distance between the particles is 5 meter, and K we already have calculated. So I'm going to put all these values in formula number 1. Again, I had the value of d is equals to 5. I have put it and whole squared it. So F is equals to 40 over 25, and after simplification it will be 8 upon 5, which means the value of F is 8 upon 5. You can convert it into decimal, but I'm going to keep it like this. Okay. Now number 2. The distance between the particle, we have to find out the distance. Distance, not the square of the distance. Distance between the particle when the force between them is 25 Newton. So, and K is 40. We'll use this value in formula number 1, and number 1 will become 25 is equals to 40 upon d square. I'm going to put d square on one side of is equals to upon 25. Simplify. 8 upon 5. Now d square is equals to 8 upon 5. Okay, d square is equals to 8 upon 5. But this is the value of d square. We have to calculate the value of d. How will we calculate the value of d? Simple. If we will take a root on both the sides, we will calculate the value of d. So the root of d square is D, and going to calculate it further, just writing it down. Under root 8 upon 5. This is our
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more updates.